Hi everyone, this is Krista with Art Graphic Studio. If this is your first visit to my channel, then welcome. And if you've been here before, then welcome back and thank you for your support. Today I'm going to show you how to upload and assemble the Lift Up Oval 5x7 card, blank, to use on your cutting machine. This project is a blank, but you can convert it to Christmas, birthday, or any other special occasion. So let's get started. If you have not already downloaded your SVG file, you can go to my Etsy shop by going to etsy.com and searching for Art Graphic Studio. Then scroll or search for the SVG you're looking for. If you are a Cricut Design Space user, you may be able to access my free designs. For more information, see my note at the end of this video. Sometimes, depending upon your system and/or your software, you may have to resize your uploaded design before you can make it. While I'm demonstrating this in Cricut Design Space, the same principles apply no matter what software you're using. So to get started, you'll need to upload your design files. Now, typically in Cricut, this is going to be an SVG file, but there might be other files, PDFs or PNGs or JPEGs. So let's go to Upload, Upload Image, and Browse. Now we're going to go to where we know our files are. In this case, crafts and envelopes. Now today I'm going to show you on this 4.5 by 9.5 inch envelope. So I'll open that and open the SVG file. Now here's our file. So let's upload that. And here it is. Now let's just click on that. And you see this green border? That indicates that it's selected. So we want to add that to our canvas over on the lower right. Now here we have it. Let's make it a little smaller so we can see the whole thing. Now you can see it's all grouped, but before we ungroup it, we need to do one thing, and that is to resize it, or to see if we need to resize it. In this case, I said I wanted a 4.5 by 9.5 inch card. So I'm going to create a rectangle, unlock the edit, and change that to width of 9.5 and a height of 4.5. Oops, 9.5. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to move this size that I know to be the correct size into place. About there. And as you can see, that's pretty close. So I think I'm just going to use that. And I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need it now. But let's say, for example, our envelope or whatever our project was came in at a different size. So here's the size we wanted. But as we can see, it's way too small. So what we want to do now is to adjust the size of the project. In this case, it's an envelope. So I'm just going to grab the corner and I'm going to expand it until I get it about where I think it ought to be. Now I've gotten it a little too big, so I'm going to reduce that. And there, that's about what we need for it to be. So we don't need our rectangle anymore. And here we are, ready to start designating our score lines. So now we know it's the right size. Let's go ahead and ungroup it. Now we want to change our score lines into score lines because they come in as cut lines. And in order to do that, click on the area that you know to be your score lines. And the way you know these will be score lines is because this box right here turns red. So we want to change basic cut to score. Now you can see that we have our score lines. Now all you have to do is select both your score lines and your design and attach them. Now you're ready to make it. And when it comes up, you can see that your score lines and your design is all on your cutting board. These are the components to my Lift Up Oval 5x7 card. This is the base, and it's scored in the center. Now in your SVG file, you will receive a blank like this. It will not be decorated. So you'll need to decorate it to your own taste. Panels. These panels I've provided to go on each side here, and this one will go on the outside. And the oval lift up will go right in the center here. Now on mine, when I made it, I put the sentiment here and a decorative panel here. And then this is the background that will go here. All right, we're going to let that dry for just a few minutes, and we'll be right back. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to put our decor on the front. And these two panels have score lines right down the center. And what we'll do is we will put these together on the front of the card. And we will glue them down here and here. And you can put it sort of right in the middle, even it up on each side. So let's do that. Line those up. Now, next what we'll do is we have two little pieces, and they're scored in 3 places, and these are our springs. So we'll just fan fold those like that. And then we're going to glue these here. Then we'll take these two pieces and we will glue them to the springs, just like that. Now we're going to let that dry for a little bit, and we'll be right back. Now we'll put our ovals on, and this is the way these will go on. And you can put these on with dimensionals or whatever you'd like to. For demonstration, I'm just going to glue them down. Now you only want to put glue there to there. We're going to let that dry. And while we do that, I want to show you the card that I made for my friend from this pattern. And I added a little bow, and I added this. This is not included in your SVG file, but it's easy enough to make in Cricut Design Space. And I used a little heat embossed for the 53rd. All right, so here we go. Here is our lift up oval. And you can decorate it any way you'd like to for whatever occasion you need. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and if you find this video useful, don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and notification bell to stay informed about more exciting projects. I appreciate you watching my video, and I will see you next time. If you're a Cricut Design Space user, you can access some of my shared projects by opening Cricut Design Space, and on the home screen, in the search bar, type Art, Graphics, Studio, and press Enter. Then scroll down to Community Members and click on Art Graphics Studio. There you'll find all of my shared projects.